One thing that I have learned is that there is nothing more powerful for self-motivation than having the right attitude. No one can ever choose or control their circumstances, but the one thing that we have constant control over is how we react to the situation and circumstances that surrounds us. Self-motivation is all about encouraging ourselves to continue to make progress towards a goal, even when it is challenging and you are presented with obstacles and there are lots of things going wrong. Ultimately, it's turning your should I do this into I must do this. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Shamiso Miranda, and this channel is all things INFJ, personal growth and lifestyle design. Stay tuned for some tips, tricks, hacks and tools on overcoming adversity to fulfill your potential and become the best you. Also, if you'd like to learn how you could use life's adversities to your advantage, do consider subscribing to my channel and hit the bell icon next to it. Let's dive in. I'm sure that most of us can agree that we get ourselves into motivational slumps and we actively have to look for ways to work to get ourselves out of the situation and back on the productivity route. Top tip is to be proactive and not just reactive. You cannot control the external circumstances around you. The only thing that you have control of is yourself and how you react. So there are so many variables that can go wrong in your day, during your project, doing whatever it is that you're doing, in your business, in your career. Anything can happen at any time and we have no control over that. So the best thing that we can do is to train and teach ourselves that regardless of anything that happens around me, I'm going to choose to be proactive and not simply reactive, so that if anything that happens, it doesn't take away your motivation. You hold on to your motivation. You just look at it like whatever wanted to happen has happened and you have to accept that and move on. So when a situation does occur that doesn't necessarily serve you or your interest, your business, your project, you have to go back to the plan that you made, go back to your personal mission statement that we discussed earlier and remind yourself, okay, this is why I'm doing this, this is what I want to achieve, and this is how I'm going to achieve it. All of this will help to keep you on track, to keep you focused and self-motivated without needing to rely on others to push you along or pull you along. So the skill of being proactive versus being reactive is so important, especially for INFJs on our self-motivation journeys. My fifth top INFJ self-motivation technique is that you have to put the first things first. You have to prioritize the important tasks versus the urgent tasks. And I got this from a book called 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And I highly recommend that book. And it helped to inspire this video for today, actually. So I'm going to have a link in the description below. Go ahead and check it out. I am sure you are going to love it. So put first things first. What does that actually mean? You know, we all have these tasks that are important. Everything on your to-do, most things on your to-do list are important, whilst others are urgent. So when you have to put first things first, you have to prioritize between what is important but doesn't need your attention right now versus what needs your attention right now and is also important. So the urgent tasks over the important tasks is something that we have to be aware of and prioritize in order to meet our deadlines and keep ourselves motivated. So prioritizing importance versus urgent will help you to focus your time on doing the tasks that are important and urgent, and it allows you to get them done at the specific time that they need to get done. My sixth top INFJ self-motivation strategy is that as a community, we have to let go of this idea of constantly being motivated. motivated, because life does happen and you do have down days. In my personal life, I have chosen to let go of the need of always being motivated, because I feel like this is part of the hustle culture that we have going on right now. I like to put my focus on discipline and consistency. So if you follow my top 5 steps so far, this will give you a framework in which, if you set it out according to my top 5 steps that we have discussed here today, this will give you freedom and it will allow you to work effectively and efficiently based on what needs to get done, because you have a sense of direction. You know what you're doing, you know what needs to be done and when it needs to be done and how it needs to be done, so that if you are having a down day, it's not the end of the world, because you know that, okay, I'm not in the mood for this today. Let me just go and do something else that is going to help to boost my confidence and my motivation, something that's going to make me feel good. And then the next day, you can jump back on track when you are feeling better and more motivated. And you can just pick up where you left off, because you've laid out the framework. You have laid the foundation and the framework is set to support you, to encourage you, to motivate you, and to keep you focused. As an INFJ, I struggle to be on the go, do the same thing every single day, Monday to Friday, 24 hours. I don't have that type of energy. Some days I can work the whole day and I'll be happy, I'll be energetic, I'm ready for it. On another day, I don't feel like doing anything and I just want to retreat into myself and just sit with myself and hear myself think. And that's what inspired me to look into my own personal self-motivation, and that's how I gathered this knowledge and compiled these top 6 strategies to help me keep myself motivated, because this is what I have found works. This framework will give you flexibility to do things when you feel good, and when you don't feel so good, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, because the next day you can pick yourself back up because you know what you're doing. You know what you have to do. Anytime I feel like my batteries are low and I need to recharge, I will take a step back and do so. And when I feel like I have enough energy and strength to pick up where I left off, I continue. Life is not easy. Things happen and we are human beings at the end of the day. So these are my top 6 INFJ self-motivation strategies, and I hope they help you. Don't forget to grab your free personal mission statement worksheet. It will help you to start to think about and plan and write down. It's a great worksheet if you are ready to take the next step in your career, in your business, in your life. Now go and watch this playlist for more on all things INFJ, and I'll see you in my next one as we continue our journey towards a more wholesome, healthier, and more meaningful lifestyle.